The rest, relax response is the basis of health. So what I want to do for the rest of this time is to teach you guys some exercises for dropping into rest and relax. First of all, how many of you right now in your lives have some kind of a problem? Okay, just 3 people. That's good. So right now, think about a problem you're dealing with right now at this moment. When you've got it in your mind, raise your hand again, please. Okay, so everybody right now is dealing with a problem. How many of you are thinking of a problem that has to do with this room right now, right here? Nobody. There's not a single person whose problem that you have right now is actually right now. It's actually not now. If you had a dog or a cat or a wildebeest in here and you tried to explain your problem to the dog, would the dog understand? Because if you had a clear and present problem, the dog would understand it. If a threatening stranger came in, the dog would know, oh, that's a problem. If you got sick, the dog, oh my gosh, you're sick, that's a problem, let me take care of you. Animals know what problems are. They're not unaware of them. They just only look at problems that are here now. The problem you're thinking of is really just in your life because you're thinking of it right now. So the first skill I want you to learn in terms of going from fight, flight to rest and relax is that I want you to do something anthropologists call bracketing. So imagine, take that problem you thought of and put a pair of brackets around it in your mind, okay? Or put it in an imaginary Tupperware container and put the lid on, snap it tight, and put your problem over to the side. I promise you I'll give it back in a moment. It'll be fine, okay? So leave it there. And even if it's a pretty serious problem, you'll find that if you imagine bracketing it and pushing it aside, you can start to give some mind space for another way of thinking. So that's the next thing I want you to do. I want you to realize that the thing you are thinking is what's causing your body to go into fight flight. If you're tense, if you can't sleep, if you're worried a lot, if your relationships are suffering from anxiety or anger, it's because of what you're thinking. That is the environment, that's the lion that's coming right at you. It's actually in your thoughts. So for this next exercise, you can close your eyes. It often helps me to close my eyes when I'm doing this. Imagine that the inside of your head is a round room. And all around the sides of the room are like chests and boxes. And some of these boxes have skulls and crossbones and radioactivity signs on them. And these are full of thoughts that make you afraid. Memories of bad things that happened, speculation about what could go wrong, thoughts about things that have gone wrong to other people in the past, these terrifying things that we see all around us all the time. You're probably holding some of those toxic thoughts almost all the time. So I want you to go, you've got your Tupperware box with your problem in it. I want you to go open one of those boxes and put in that problem, and also any other thoughts you have that are tearing you apart or cutting you or burning you mentally that have nothing to do with where you are right now in this room. So you can put them down and close the lid. Now, in other boxes around the room, there are different pictures. I mean, on the front of the boxes. There are some that have, it says love, and there are pictures of hearts and puppies and whatnot. There are others that say triumph. There's another one that says calm. I want you to go to the prettiest box in your mind, and I want you to open it in your imagination and look in, and there are the memories of some of the most wonderful things that ever happened to you. So the first moment you fell in love, doesn't matter what happened afterward. The moment they put your new baby in your arms. Simple time, say somebody gave you a manicure, and for some reason you just enjoyed receiving that kind of care. It doesn't have to be huge, it can be tiny. But what I want you to do is mentally pick that up. Now, in the center of your mind is a golden treasure chest, and it's open, but it's empty. You're going to go over to that treasure chest, and you're going to put in this memory of something wonderful that happened to you. Then I want you to go open a chest that says, good things in my life right now. So open that chest, and you might find that several wonderful things are supporting you right at this moment. You might like the outfit you're wearing. You might have just gotten a hug from a loved one. You might have a friend sitting across the table from you. You might enjoy the speakers who just went before me. Whatever it is, take this positive experience of now, allow it to fill your mind, pick it up, go put it in the treasure chest with the good memory. And now I want you to feel both at once. Remember that wonderful thing that happened, and then think about something good that's happening now. Then we're going to add still another exercise. It's going to drop you deeper and deeper into relaxation. And this is something I'd really like you to do anytime you get anxious. It's really simple. I call it sense drenching. So I want you to put into the box, and that means to hold in your mind very vividly, a memory of something you love to taste. Chocolate, lipstick, your husband's kiss, whatever. Something you love to see. The ocean, a sunny day, your child's face. Something you love to hear. Music, birds. Something you love to smell. Roses, perfume, baking bread. And something you love to feel. Velvet, a hug, laughter. Now, you're deep into this golden treasure chest of wonderful things you can experience. I want you to add one more. This is a prayer from the Navajo people. It's called the Beauty Way Prayer. And this is something you can chant to yourself inwardly in traffic, when you're in the middle of a tense business meeting, when you're trying to get your kids out of bed. It's very simple. It's easy to remember. So think this along with me. Beauty before me, beauty behind me, beauty to my left, beauty to my right, beauty above me, beauty below me, beauty within me. And after you've done that, those are called the 7 sacred directions. After that, you start again. Before me, behind me, to my left, to my right, above me, below me, within me. I did this on an airplane last night when I was coming here because I was in a grumpy mood. And I thought my chair wouldn't go back. So I thought, all right, drop into rest and relaxation and say the Beauty Way prayer. And I thought, you know, an airplane, what's happening in an airplane that's beautiful? It's not like a vista. So beauty before me. Suddenly I looked at all the people in front of me in the plane and saw how perfect and how intricate human beings are. Same thing behind me. Look at the baby in the back seat that I was afraid would start crying. Look how adorable that baby is. To my left, I looked out the window, the clouds, the sunset. To my right, different clouds. Below me, that's easy on an airplane. Above me, up in the blue heaven, and within me, there was the peace of knowing that where I was right at that moment, there was nothing to fear.